Many of you might remember Harper when she first came up here. I think we have a short video of Harper in her early years.
Hi, I'm Christopher Dengler. I'm here with my wife Jenna, my youngest daughter Emerson Ray, and my oldest daughter Harper. When Harper was about 6 to 9 months old, we noticed that she wasn't hitting milestones. She wasn't standing up independently. She wasn't pulling herself up to stand.
By a year, she still wasn't walking, crawling, or pulling up to stand, and she had lost some of her words. She had some shakes and some tremors, and she had, kind of weak muscles. She couldn't stand. So by a year, she still wasn't doing any of those things, and we went to the pediatrician. He said, why don't you see a neurologist?
We found out April 11th, 2018 that she had Rett syndrome, and our lives changed.
She is never going to walk. She's never going to talk. She's probably going to lose use of her hands because at the time, even now, she still can feed herself and do like little tasks, but very poor fine motor skills, just some gross motor skills. And so immediately you stop thinking about where they're going to go to college, who are they going to marry, are they going to fall in love? What about running on the playground? What are their friends going to be like? Are they going to be popular in school? What kind of sports are they going to play? And now your mind immediately switches away from all of those things. You're worried about what happens if something happens to me? Who's going to take care of her when I'm gone? And instead of going to college, does she have to live in a facility? Am I going to be able to care for her? What about all the things we need in her house? Like we have a regular crib. Do we need a medical bed? Do we need a nurse? What do we need to do? And so you go from having this vision, like all these dreams for your kid, and now all you want to do is fix the one problem that has no cure.
We realized that she wasn't going to have the life that's normal to kids. She wasn't going to be able to ride a bike. She won't get married. She'll never live on her own. We'll make the choices for her for the rest of her life.
All right. And at that time, we did a Go Baby Go for you, right? Yes. And we found out that she couldn't completely, how do you say it? She couldn't use her hands, and so we got her a little car, and she was able to go around and do that. She pushed and she was on her own. Well, a short while ago, Chris came and saw me, and he talked about Harper going to a school, special school, where she was lucky enough to use a very experimental device. Am I right?
Yes, it's an eye-gazing device, so she would be able to stare at an object on the screen and it will speak for her because Harper's nonverbal. So she'll be able to look at a picture and it will talk for her and use sentences. It was a trial run for 4 weeks and she did so well with the eye gazing.
She did really well with it, right? Well, some very nice people made arrangements, so you now have one.
No, we haven't purchased it yet. No.
Well, you have one. All right?
Thank you.
But even better, because I know that you have filed for one, right? To try and get one through insurance. And once you get that one, the one that you were going to receive from us, we're going to give it to the school so that your school, where they have all these kids that can't afford it, will now be able to use that to communicate to your school. So that gift will keep on giving. What do you think about that, Harper? Huh?
She's still thinking about dinner. She loves dinner. It's the first time we've been able to hear her talk. So So she had words when she was a baby, and she lost them with Rett syndrome when she was around 2 years old. And so this was the first time we were able to hear her say mom or dad in her very own words, and she's 7 now. And so to say magic doesn't even begin to describe what that was for her and for us. She was able to say what she wanted. And I've been assuming what her favorite movie was for the past 5 years, right? Like, I just took her cues and I took it from her. But this was the first time she was able to tell me that I was right. And like, I was just hoping I was right. And so thank you isn't enough to say how we feel about this.
There you go.
Thank you.
How about that, huh?